What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another game analysis. And this time we're going to be looking at Game 4 of the Western Conference First Round Series between the San Antonio Spurs and the Memphis Grizzlies. Easily the game of the night in the quadruple header on Saturday. The Grizzlies, they don't bluff. 110-108 in OT on a Marc Gasol game winner with 0.7 seconds remaining. Now, in order to get to that point, it was a hell of a battle between the two team stars, Kawhi Leonard and Mike Conley. Conley with 35 points in a victory. Leonard with 43. Just an all-out duel. A southern duel if you mix. You know what I'm saying? Leonard with 43. 8 rebounds. Missed the shot in regulation. Missed the shot at the end of regulation to win the game in regulation. It was when it was tied at 96. Hit the big shot to tie the game in overtime with 12 seconds left. You know, again a new career high. He's setting career highs. I think he set a career high in every game. He tied a career high in game 1 with 32. Set a new career high in game in game 2. With 37, I forgot what he did in game 3. Then he sets another new playoff, another new career high standard with 43. You know, this guy's, you know, the claw, the silent killer, whatever you want to call him. You know, he's getting the job done for the Spurs, man. He's getting the job done for the Spurs. I mean, early in his career, you know, when he was when Nugget was still there, you know, that I didn't really actually believe that this team would be turned over to Kawhi Leonard after Tim Duncan's retirement. But he in the last couple of years, man, he sure as hell making a believer out of me. So as hell making a believer out of me. 7 of 10 from behind the arc. I mean, Leonard is just getting it done, dog. At every aspect. 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He even had the audacity to have 6 steals during the game. Getting it done offensively and defensively. The second best all-around player in the game behind only LeBron James. I always talk about Antetokounmpo being a future NBA MVP. I mean, Kawhi might win in the next 2 years, you know. That is, if we don't have another triple-double season from Russell Westbrook or another big season from James Harden, which we will have another good year from James Harden, but, you know, as long as Russell Westbrook doesn't average a triple-double, Kawhi's got a chance, man. Few reporters actually have already announced that they voted for Kawhi Leonard as the NBA MVP. Of course, the award show on TNT, I think it's June 26th. First time they're actually doing this, you know. I mean, it should be something though. It should be something, you know, to see who wins those awards and everything. But yeah, I mean, Kawhi had a hell of a game, man. I mean, he's doing everything he can. Just crazy. And then, like I said, the star from the other team, Mike Conley, 35 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, almost a triple-double. You know, there's too many triple-doubles now, man. I can't keep up. Conley had the shot at the at the end of regulation to tie the game. Not the end of regulation, but it was a few seconds left, but to tie the game. And then he had about, I think he had some about 6 points in overtime as well. 4 of 8 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Just got it done, man. Yeah. I mean, it's really not a lot more to say, man. I mean, it was just a tightly contested game throughout by both teams. Like I said, both team stars rose to the occasion, and then Memphis getting help from, like I said, Gasol, who hit the game winner, and then Randolph again. Both of them with double doubles. Gasol had 16 and 10. 12. Randolph with 12 and 11. Vince Carter had 13. He didn't have that many points in the first 3 games. He stepped up. JaMychal Green really stepped up for Memphis in this game. 14 points for him. Memphis ties the series at 2-2, man. I mean, what looked like a blowout coming, what looked like it might have been a sweep or a 5-game series is not going to be an actual 6-game series. I had the Spurs in 6 games. I mean, Memphis did exactly what I thought they would do, which was step up in their games at home. Obviously, a lot of that had to do with David Fizdale's rant, head coach, after game 2 about the officiating. They got the take that for data shirts, and they're not gonna rook us shirts. I mean, he really galvanized. He said his attempt was to galvanize his team, but he really galvanized the whole Memphis, all the Memphis Grizzlies fan base. I mean, that was a hell of a moment seeing the standing ovation that he got before Game 3. The fans, getting behind him. Like I said, buying those memorabilia, the shirts and towels and stuff. Take that for data and all that. Hey, Memphis rose to the occasion, man. And this is a series, man. This is a series. Best of 3 now. So we'll see what happens. As far as San Antonio, Tony Parker had a really good game. 22 points off 9 of 19 shooting, 5 assists. He was the only other guy that really kind of stepped up that had a big scoring night. Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge with 13. He only had 2 rebounds though. That's not gonna get it done. David Lee actually got the start in this game. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds. Pau Gasol, I should say, had 11 rebounds, but only had 8 points. Patty Mills really not having the effect that I thought he would on this series. I mean, Mills was kind of like their 6th man throughout the year. Coming up big when Tony Parker struggled. I think he had started some games over Tony Parker, but Mills hasn't really got it going like I thought he would in this series either. So, yeah. Anyway, 110-108, Marc Gasol's game winner puts the Grizzlies over. And the Grizzlies tie the series at 2-2 going back to San Antonio. That'll wrap this one up. If you like this video, give it a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the game. Obviously, game of the night, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching, man. And for everyone that's watching this video, I wish you nothing but positive vibes only. Appreciate y'all, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.